hey, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that button. Let's talk about faith, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things. Faith, baby. Let's talk about faith. Let's talk about faith. Let's talk about faith. Let's talk about faith. Hey, you guys. Welcome to another episode of Think and Grow with Vet Green. Welcome back. I am so very happy that you decided to join us once again. You know what that means? It means you have taken your power back. You took your power back. You showed up. You showed up. You showed up for you. You showed up for you. That is a huge step in this journey. So first, come on. I'm going to applaud you. I am going to applaud you because you know it is challenging sometimes showing up for ourselves, right? Very challenging showing up for us. We'll show up for everyone else in this world, but we will not show up for ourselves. So by coming back and joining us yet again, that shows that you are willing to do this work. That shows that you want to change your life, that you have the desire. Remember, that's what we talked about last week. If you were not here last week with us, make sure you go back and listen to that episode. We talk about having the desire to change our lives. We have to have the desire to make a change in order for that change to start to happen. This week we are going to talk about faith. Having faith in knowing that you do deserve. Having faith in knowing that there's a power within you that you can tap into to help get you to that dream that you've been dreaming about for so long, been scared to tell anyone, or if you did tell someone, they may have shot you down, so now that you don't think it can come true. That's what this neighborhood is for. This neighborhood is to help you realize that your dreams are possible. This neighborhood is to help you realize that yes, you can do it, even though you've gone through some things, even though you may not have had the best childhood, even though you may not have had the best marriage or relationship, even though you've gone through some things. We've all gone through some things in this neighborhood. That's the greatest thing about neighborhoods like this. This is a neighborhood where people bring their experiences and they help guide others along in their journey. Somebody that you may be attached to may be further behind than you are right now, and you think like you're at the beginning of this race, but you aren't. You know why? Because you decided to show up for yourself. You decided to say, you know what, let me try this think and grow thing again. Vet Green keep on talking about. Vet Green, every time I turn around, she talking about think and grow, think and grow. Let me try it out and see what she talking about. You decided to show up for yourself. Thank you. Thank you. You put one foot in front of the other. As long as you continue to put one foot in front of the other and add to that some of these tools that I'm about to drop on you. So make sure you brought a pretty Prada bag, Gucci bag, Fucci bag, whatever you want to call it, book bag. Make sure you got it and make sure you are ready to carry what I am about to drop in that bag, okay? So let's talk about faith, you guys, because faith is what lets me get on this video and talk to you. Faith is what I stood in and stood on when I decided to take my power back and say, you know what, enough is enough. I've tried it that way and it did not work. Let me try it another way. Let me lean into something that they say is out there for me. They talk about it. I've gone to church and they tell me about it, but I need to know for myself what that thing really is. That's faith. That's faith. It's something that you are going to feel in your life. It's something that you're going to be like, oh yeah, that's true. That thing is real. That thing is real. Faith. Faith in knowing that every time you wake up, there's a purpose on your life. Faith in knowing that your life matters. Faith in knowing that you have something in you that this world needs. You. Yes, you. Yup. You. Yes, you do. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever came in your head that's negative, that does not matter. You're still needed. You are still needed. You have to get the faith in knowing that, in standing in that, and feeling that in your soul that I am needed. There is something in this world that requires me to be here. There is someone in this world that is waiting on me to step into what God has called me to do. But I need to find out what that is, and I need some help. Faith is knowing that you are going to change not only your life. You're not going to just change your life. You're going to change other people's lives as well. Faith in knowing that. Faith in knowing that no matter how bad it looks. Faith in knowing that no matter what challenges you face, are facing, are going to face, that will never, ever change that purpose. It won't change any of that. The only thing that's going to change is that you're going to have a lot more experience because of those things that you're going to go through. You're going to have a lot more stories to tell that's going to touch someone that's waiting to hear that they are not by themselves. Faith, you guys, is powerful. Because when you have faith and when you can step into your greatness, step into your power because you know that there is something behind you holding you up when you're ready to fall down. Something holding you up when everything is just falling down around you. Holding you up still. That is faith. Les Brown talks about falling down, and if you fall and your face is still up, you know that you can still get up. That's faith, that kind of faith. That kind of faith that when you're down to your last dollar, you know that you're not going to go hungry. You know that by some power around this universe that the needs that you have are going to be met. Now, I didn't say the wants. I didn't say the wants. I want that Xfinity, I'm talking about the cable, Infinity QX80. But God said not yet. That's a want. That's not a need. He fulfills all of my needs. Everything that I need, I have right now. Everything that you need, you have right now. Those material things are going to come as long as you step into your purpose. As long as you put more good into this world than bad. Those things are going to come. They're going to be attracted to you. But first you have to have the faith in knowing that it already is. You just have to walk into it. I had to walk into it. I am continuing to work. Listen, your girl is swaggering into it. Like, yes, okay, God, I sees you, God. I sees you. I sees what you out in these streets doing. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Faith. Keep that thing. Keep that thing in your pocket. keep that thing like it's a card. Keep that thing like a book. Keep that thing. Keep that thing. Hold it up like it's a book. Picture it. Picture it. Picture that faith. Faith in knowing that your life is going to look a lot different than it does right now. Faith in knowing that when you open your eyes, that is God saying yes to you. Faith in knowing that you have so much power within you. So much power within you. Some of us just needs guidance and into tapping into that energy, tapping into that power, skills. It's not impossible. I was having a conversation with someone recently, and they asked me, you know, what got me here? What put me in a place where I am willing to tell my story? What put me in a place where I want to help other people? I feel like I woke up. I feel like I had been asleep for so long, and I finally woke up. I woke up to what I am supposed to be doing in this world. I woke up to that. I believe that we are all here for a reason. Every last one of us, everything that you can see is here for a reason. What we do with that is what determines our life. Now, you can take a powerful person, but if all they want to do is promote evil, that's exactly what's going to come back at them. It may not look like it. It may look like they out there living their best life, but trust and believe it's going to come back on them. Have faith to know that the more good that you put into this world, the more good that's going to come back to you. I'm going to repeat that. The more good that you put into this world, the more good is going to come back at you. It is the law of attraction. I have faith in that. I have faith in knowing that when I put that good foot forward, when I put that good foot forward and I know I'm taking action in my life, and I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, that I'm not just sitting by idly waiting for life to happen for me, that I am actually living my life to the fullest in the mindset that I'm in right now, that I am actually living my life on purpose. That faith, you guys, that faith. Stand in your faith. Stand in knowing that you're not a mistake. Stand in knowing that those things that many of us have to go through, and some of it is very, very tragic, and some of it is so heartbreaking, and some of it, when you hear our stories, it's like a tearjerker. It is not without a reason. I am so sorry that you had to live that life that you have been living. I am so sorry for the hurt that you have encountered in your life. I am so sorry. I wish that I had a magic wand and I can just wave it, and you know, the good people, the kids wouldn't be hurt, and you know, there just wouldn't be any of that type of hurt in this world. But I don't have a magic wand to do that. What I do have are some very, very useful tools that I have used and I have acquired on this journey that I can help you with, that I can assist you in using. That's what I have. And if you brought a backpack big enough, if you brought a Prada bag big enough, if you bought one of them origin bags big enough. I'm talking about the African purses that shaped like Africa that I really, really want to. Yes, I'm digressing. I'm going to keep it real up in these streets, you guys. I know you guys seen them purses. They are gorgeous. I want one. I'm thinking about gifting myself one for my birthday. They even came out with
Oops, I meant Mother's Day.
one with the African colors on it, the red, black, and green, just gorgeous. And I believe I'm saying it right. Origin, Orijin. Those bags are beautiful. Look, I done lost my train of thought, you guys. And I'm keeping all of this in the podcast because I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. Let's talk about faith. We are talking about faith, you guys. My faith continues to grow. What I've learned is that surrendering all the aspects of our life is helpful. Surrendering over to that power is very, very helpful. If you're anything like me, it is going to take you some time to surrender everything. Your girl's still working on it. I still get my hand smacked by our Savior. Like, girl, if you don't get your hand out the pot, move your hand. And here I am. I still want to stick my finger in there sometimes because, I never thought that I was a type A personality, but there's definitely aspects of my personality that are definitely type A. Definitely type A. I never thought that I was the type of person that liked controlling certain things, but I am. I so am. Those are also leadership qualities, you guys, just so you know. So don't be hating on me. Yes, I am that personality. Parts of me. But I mean, that's also what makes me a leader. I know that about myself, and I am not ashamed to say that because everyone is not made to be a leader. There are leaders and there are people that can be led to their greatness. Okay? That's the difference. We all have greatness within us. There's just some who are supposed to lead other people into their greatness, and I am that person. And you who's listening to this, may also be that person. You procrastinating on you may be hurting someone else in the long run because they need you to do what you need to do in order to lead them into their greatness. So think about that as you go throughout your day and you sit on that couch and you scroll past the video or half listen to the video and don't take it serious, half listen to this podcast. That is okay. Just know that procrastinating on yourself could possibly mean procrastinating on another soul. That's how I feel about it. I had to get on my own self like, girl, you out here wasting time because you feel like an imposter in this space, but you are right where you are supposed to be. Don't get scarred now because God told you yes and now you see he was serious. Like for real, God, you was real serious, huh? You was real serious. I talk about in previous podcasts or previous videos, you guys make sure you are following all my social media platforms, following all the social media platforms at Vet Green, Think and Grow with Vet Green. Go on the YouTube page. Look at some of the past videos. I talk about how, see, I done lost my train of thought again. See, this is why, you guys, oh my goodness. I'm in a good space. And this is going to have to be edited because I need to remember what I was going to be talking, what I was going to touch on with that. Totally forgot. Anywho, you guys, I'm not going to keep you for much longer. I'm looking at the time. I'm trying to keep these podcasts and videos under 30 minutes. So between 20 and 30 minutes. I feel like if there are times where I have a lot more to say or I feel like having longer episodes would be more beneficial, I'll do that. But if any of you are like me, my attention span, as you can see on the podcast, my attention span comes and goes, and it does not get easier with age. I am a bright, beautiful 45 right now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Praise him. Praise him. So happy to have made it this far, because but God, woo, you continue on this journey, you'll hear more about the story. And if you don't know, if you want to know more, make sure you go back and listen to those other episodes. So like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share this with somebody. Listen to it while you're doing the dishes. Listen to it while you're in the car. It is helpful when you are feeding your mind with things that are going to pour into you and not take the plug or stab you with a pen and let all your air out. You feel me? Okay. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I love you. I love your long life. I love your long life. Stay tuned for the next episode. We are going to continue to deep dive into this because we are thinking and growing, you guys. We are going to think and grow. I believe that we are tied in this together. You helping me helping you. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you know what I did want to talk about, you guys? So I was talking to one of my girlfriends last night, and she put me on to the Love and Hip Hop reunion. You guys, when I tell you I felt all kumbaya watching Sir Trick Daddy do what he does and bring the family together, that was a beautiful thing. I sat up and watched all the episodes that were out there of the family reunion. That is something that I pray more people do in 2021, is get together and resolve our issues with each other. 2020 was hectified. If you made it through 2020 and you lived to tell about it, you should not want to push anything negative into this atmosphere, into this world, into this galaxy. We just came through a huge storm, you guys. And what I saw play out was so beautiful. I was even tearing up here a few times, you know? Especially when Erica and Bambi got together. That was beautiful because they had been at it for years, you guys, just years. When you can put aside your differences and try and get to the root cause of, you know, why don't we like each other? What is really going on in this? Is it me? Is it something with me? Is it something that you haven't resolved with you, and here we are, and it has nothing to do with either one of us, but we want to just be at each other's throat. For what? For what? If you haven't done anything to me physically, if you haven't hurt one of my kids, or you haven't done anything like truly against me, what we mad at each other for? And if I have, let's talk about it. Maybe this can be salvaged. You know what I mean? We spend so much time just angry with each other for no reason, or we think it's a reason, but it's really irrelevant. It's really, like, why? You know, just seeing all of that real love, because it was. That's what family's all about. And that family reunion had me ready to run out in space and be like, come on, Green family, let's get it together. Remember when our grandparents were alive, when my granddad was alive? That's why I love family functions the way I do, because going to my grandmother's house on holidays and 4th of July, it was always a celebration. It was always a celebration, going over to my aunt's house and stuff like that. We need to get back to those days and uplift each other and stop hating on each other so much. Support each other. If you see me out here doing something, support me. If I see you out there doing something, let me support you. That's the only way we're going to be able to get ahead, and that's what they were trying to express in those episodes, that we have got to stick together, you guys. We got to stick together. Working apart has got us where we are right now. Working against each other has got us where we are right now. Killing each other has gotten us where we are right now. We know what was done to us. We all know what was done to us. And if you don't know what was done to our ancestors, if you think that it really didn't happen, go back and do your research and then come join this fight, because we need more people. We need more people on these grounds. You know what I mean? We need more people that's willing to stand up and say, you know what, that's not right. That's not right. We need more people, you guys. We got to get our minds right. We got to get our lives together. We have got to change the fabric of what living black in America looks like. You know what I mean? Like we have got to change what that looks like for so many of us, because that outcome looks bleak. That outcome looks bleak. We've been waiting on them to fix us for far too long, for hundreds of years. Slavery ended years ago, you guys. Over 100 years ago. But many of us are still in bondage. We're in bondage. You may not want to admit it to yourself, but you may be in bondage. You need to find out what that looks like when those bondages fall, when those chains actually do break. We need to find out what that looks like. There's not enough of us that's in that space. Many of us, when we look back at our family history, it keeps repeating itself, doesn't it? I am speaking from experience. I'm not out here to judge you. I'm just telling you like it is. We gotta start taking our lives serious, and the next generation life serious. Because if we don't, you guys, no one's gonna do it for us. We are going to die out. Do you really want that to happen? I don't. I want my grandbabies to be running around playing and not be running in the house because a bullet flying past their head or something like that. You know what I mean? I want my son to be able to go outside and walk in the mall if he wants to, stand tall and proud in black, and not have to worry about when he leave if they're going to say that he stole something, or one of my daughters going into the mall or to the beauty salon store and being followed around just because of what she looks like. You feel me? We got to start owning more. We got to start doing more. We got to start being accountable for our lives and taking our freaking power back. Take your money power back. You can. So what if you have to spend $5 extra because you are buying from someone black? So what? So what? That's how we build. By supporting each other. By uplifting each other. By making sure if you fall, that if I'm ahead of you and you fall, I'm running back to get you, baby. I'm running back to get you. And if we have to run and pull, I'm pulling you and running. I'm willing to do that. You got to be willing to do that. You got to be willing to do that. If you out and about and you see somebody in your neighborhood, a kid in your neighborhood going down the wrong path, pull that child to the side. And parent, if your child is pulled to the side and somebody is trying to pour into them, let them. Because you may not know. You don't know what you don't know until you don't know. You don't know. I didn't know what I didn't know until I figured it out. We got to do better, you guys. And if you have not, make sure you watch the Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion episodes. I don't know if it's Mona Scott. Honestly, you guys, that is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love watching the Love and Hip Hop and the Housewives, Potomac and Atlanta, because it lets me look at, aside from the fighting, the cat fighting and stuff like that, although I do believe some of that is real, a lot of it may be real, editing is a main thing. And they can edit it to be a storyline that we fall into, but all of it may not be true. What I'm looking for now, as I'm consuming television and consuming books, I'm looking for, what can I learn in here? What can I learn from this? You know, so I love looking at the fashion. Love looking at the fashion. Yandy is beautiful. I think her heart. She, for some reason, and maybe I'm biased. I believe Yandy's from New York, and maybe that's why I'm biased. So Yandy is definitely one of my favorites, but she just seems like she has a really, really good head on her shoulder. And she, listen, sis gonna be doing some things. You seen her on that platform with the Queen Tamika. You guys seen her in My Sign coming. That was just so beautiful. That's what brought the tears to my eyes, because I was like, look at this family. Like, family, y'all out here doing it and talking about it and doing the work. It's one thing to just talk about it, but when you talking about it and you doing the work, man, do you know how powerful that is? That is powerful. To see them out there speaking on the Black agenda, because that's what it is. We need to write our own Black agenda. Number one on my Black agenda, you guys, what I want on there, we need healing institutions. We don't need jails for our kids that's going to jail. We don't need juvenile halls for these kids that's coming from these broken homes and being thrown into juvie or being thrown into jail. No, we need healing institutions until they can heal from the things that they've gone through. You can't put someone that was 5 years old when they saw their first dead body out in society and expect everything to be perfect for them. And then you tell them, oh, so not only are you going to see somebody die when you're 5, I'm also going to make it hard for your parents to feed you. So they have to be so dependent on the system that your generation is going to be dependent, the next generation is going to be dependent, the next generation is going to be dependent. And we're not going to tell you that there's a thing called healing that you can do. Okay? All right, you guys, enough on my soapbox. This was strictly supposed to be about faith, but you know what? I'm just going to be me and keep it real, because it's needed. It's needed. So till next week, I was looking to see what next week's episode is going to be about. So maybe we'll talk about attitude, because that's a part of faith as well. I think that's what we're going to talk about, because attitude is everything. Attitude determines what your view on the world looks like. So join me next week. Pew, 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 pew. Shooting positive vibes at you. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Hey, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that button.